4 years ago, I received a phone call from my grandfather. I remember it as clearly as if it were only yesterday. David, it's been so long since I've seen you, I hardly remember what you look like. Come down and stay for the weekend. I'd love to see you and hear all your news. Okay, I'll come. But things were busy at work, and I decided to postpone my visit. That weekend, my grandfather died. If only I'd gone to see him. I could have shared with him how much he meant to me, and I could have told him how much I loved him. If only. Contest chair, honourable judges, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Life is beautiful, but all too short. By the time I have finished my speech, each and every one of us here today will be 6 minutes closer to the grave. There is no time for if only. My message this morning is clear and simple. Live life to the fullest. Now I realise this is easier said than done when there are bills to pay, errands to run, and your mother-in-law is coming to stay for the weekend. Let's face it, sometimes waking up on a Monday morning is a major achievement in itself. But if we're not careful, our lives will pass on by like the waves on a Damai lagoon, and all we are left with is, if only. Don't you dare let it happen! Live life to the fullest! Let me share with you 2 philosophies on how you can achieve this. My first philosophy, live like an expat. I'm serious, live like an expat. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not encouraging you to go out clubbing, drinking far too much beer and get sunburned. My point is this. I've seen lots more of Southeast Asia than many locals. Why? Because I know I'm only here for a limited amount of time. I may never have another chance to explore Battle National Park or eat Sarawak laksa. Oh. It's so easy to take things for granted, especially when they're on our own doorstep. Now, imagine you had to leave your home in a year's time. What places would you like to visit before you go? Don't wait. Go and see them now. What activities would you like to do? Don't wait. Start planning them now. The same is true of relationships. When I lived in the UK, I took my relationships with my family and friends for granted. I didn't have to make an effort. I could see them any old time. Now I'm on the other side of the world, and I treasure every letter. I savor every phone call. And when I go back to visit them, we spend each day together as if it's our last. Similarly, I value my friendships here in Malaysia. I may not have many more chances to celebrate Deepavali with my friend Vijay, or eat durians with my friend Bing Yi. Imagine you had to leave your friends and family. Imagine you had to leave them today. What would you want to say to them? Don't wait. Tell them now. There is no time for it only. My second philosophy for living life to the fullest is dare to excel, but don't be afraid to fail. We dare to excel when we set ourselves goals to achieve. I'm achieving one of my goals here this morning by speaking in this contest. My next goal in Toastmasters is to make my icebreaker speech in Mandarin. Now you may aspire to be CEO of a multinational corporation. You may dream of climbing Mount Kinabalu. It's a personal choice. But when we work towards goals, we enrich our lives with new experiences and new friendships. When we work towards goals, we motivate ourselves to keep on going and work harder. When we work towards goals, we reward ourselves with a sense of achievement. Now, life doesn't always work out. You may not be the next Bill Gates. You may get halfway up Mount Kinabalu and suddenly find you suffer from altitude sickness. That doesn't matter. I guarantee you, you will have grown as a person. And above all, you won't be left thinking, if only. That's why I say, dare to excel, but don't be afraid to fail. When I was a little boy, I dreamt playing for England. David Beckham gets the ball. He passes to David Ingram. He shoots, he scores! Goal! England win the World Cup! It's not going to happen. I'm not very good. In fact, someone once told me, Dave, you're useless. I don't know why you bother playing. Because of that comment, I didn't play football for 3 years. I was afraid to fail. I'm glad to say I'm back on the pitch. Still not very good, but I'm getting better. I love playing, and I'm getting fitter. I even scored 2 goals last week. David Beckham, eat your heart out. When I dare to excel, but don't quite make it, I regret it for a while. But if I never gave it a try, because I was afraid to fail, I regret it forever. We cannot let our fears compromise our dreams. There is no time for if only. Well, here we are. 6 minutes closer to the grave, and who knows what lies around the corner. Illness, retrenchment, crime, I need hardly remind you about SARS. No one here can predict the future. Everyone here can control their present. Don't wait until it's too late. Live life to the fullest. Go for it! Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is yours. The time is now. The clock is ticking. Over to you.